In case you didn't know, I live in America. So as the American I am, I couldn't care less about soccer, like at all. But when it comes to a cartoon character hitting a soccer ball so hard that it leaves streaks in the air, I think I'm gonna have to give this whole football thing a chance. Also, fun fact about me, I call soccer, soccer, like the rest of America. Anyways, I've recently seen this show called Blue Lock, and it's given me a new appreciation for football, or as us Americans call it, soccer. I can't lie, this show, like all sports animes, is so ridiculous. But hold up, let me at least tell you about the synopsis first. Blue Lock is an anime about a high school kid's aspirations to play on Japan's national team. Our main character, Yoichi Isagi, just lost an important game that would have taken his team to nationals. But because he decided to pass the ball instead of taking the final shot himself, he is left feeling as if his dreams are over. He wonders if he would have just taken the shot, would things have been different? And just as he came to terms with his loss, he received an invitation to the Blue Lock program. The Blue Lock program was an experiment created by the guy from Despicable Me, Jinpachi Iga, and was hired by the Japanese Soccer Association to create the world's best striker. They invited all of Japan's up-and-coming strikers to an event where they would all have to withstand different challenges. And the catch is, if they lose in Blue Lock and get kicked out of the program, they will never be allowed to play on the Japanese national team. Basically, it's a giant battle royale where the more you win, the more people's dreams you crush. What did Kirito say? Something about if you lose the game, you die in real life or something? As I said earlier, this show is ridiculous, and the characters is what drives that point home. The story is focused on creating the singular best striker, so having all these high schoolers play each other for the possibility of ruining their futures leads to hilarious scenes that the show wants you to take seriously, but it's literally impossible to do so. I mean, just look at this guy, Rini Toshi.
お前らはこのボール一つで戦う行為をまだただのスポーツと思ってんだろ。ここは戦場だぞ。お前らは今銃を持った兵士の前で背中を向けてんだ。だからぬるいってんだよ。
What the hell is he talking about? At some point, most of the characters start to sound the same. They all have their own ideals and backstories, which adds to the reason why they say such crazy things, but most of the time, it's the same recycled insults and threats. They all have the same goal with different reasons for what they want to achieve that goal, so it seemed like the creator had to find a new and creative way to say, I'm going to win, or I'm going to be the best. So it wasn't just copy-paste when someone was confident in themselves, which is a lot of the time. Some of the ways to differentiate the characters is by making them have vastly different designs and giving them different levels of what most people would call crazy. Such as a guy named Oichi. This guy has something I like to call super anxiety. He basically has an anxiety attack midway through the game that gives him a power boost in all of his abilities. He's able to run faster, be stronger, and basically is unstoppable in scoring just because of the fact that he's scared of being made fun of and scared of being useless for his team. In case you've never seen a sports anime before, this anime, like all other sports anime, gives everyone special abilities. These abilities are usually isolated to one specific character, and that ends up being their main power for the rest of the series. Abilities are something that helps characters remain different and stop them from feeling like they're too repetitive or stale, even if some of their powers are just being slightly faster than everyone else. Trap. Little fun fact time, the special abilities in Blue Lock are called Weapon. But to end this section, my theory is Blue Lock is actually an insane asylum, where they let the patients play soccer every now and then.
怪物とサッカーをするようになりました。
Huh? To be honest, this show isn't really that different from any other sports anime I've seen. I mean, of course, the characters have superpowers and names for every move in the book, but the things they do differently is what makes the show stand out. I'll tell you, I hate the whole beginning stages of sports anime, where you have to go through 3 to 5 episodes before even playing a game and then ends up not being important. Like, bro, I came here to see unrealistic sports where someone gets to kick a ball so hard and knocks a guy 5 feet back. Get to it. Anyways, that's why I've been enjoying Blue Lock so much. They set up stakes early and keep the story moving through each episode. It doesn't feel like the story is lollygagging around and making full episodes where people aren't even playing soccer. There's twists and turns that you don't see coming, and it's actually really refreshing to not be able to predict every time the main character will win and lose. Also, I'll just be honest, what allows me to enjoy the show to its fullest and not take it seriously at all is every single time a character loses, I just pretend that they got killed, like on a death game. Like every time they leave the room, this lanky weirdo is standing there with a blicky. Blue Lock is one of the only anime I've seen that didn't make me feel like I was scraping my bare ass cheeks on the ground to get through it. I caught up to the most recent episode in like 4 days and it went by really quickly, so I'll give it like a 7 out of 10 based on pure enjoyment. 6 out of 10 probably on, real story wise. But at the end of the day, this show is a funny, ridiculous anime where people play soccer, and it's pretty cool. I would recommend it to anyone who likes sports anime and shonen. Don't forget to wash your clothes with Gain. Subscribe if you like black children and anime. It's like 4 a.m., so I'm gonna go eat my pillow. Good night.